Hello guys, so I just wanted to show you guys this batch of corns that we have. They've been tested for, I'll mention the name of the something that they've been tested for. So it's very, you can export this to different parts of the country, export it outside Nigeria. So if you're interested, call me right now or send a message, because the prices will change in the next 3 days. So get to calling me or messaging me.
Hey, you want to make a bit of money? You should do what I did. Get into farming.
Good day everyone, it's your boy Cassava and I'm right here live on the farm. So I want to answer this question, but in order to answer this question, I will say my own personal answer first. Personally, I invest very little into my cassava farm, so I get returns of almost 2 million or so from my cassava plants. That is if I'm doing an acre of cassava farm. Yes, but my friend right here is telling me something different, and I want him to say it so that you people will hear now. My oga, you say how much can somebody make from an acre of cassava farm? Hear from him.
I told you that it depends on the maintenance. Acre of cassava farm, you can make 4 million. Because
you see
4 million naira, because 1 ton.
Don't be me talk am o.
1 ton is 100,000.
I go tag you. I go tag you.
If you buy pickup, 40 pickup, how much she give you? So 1 acre of land, if you maintain your cassava land well, you do replacement. Those ones that no grow, you check it, you maintain it well, you replace it, you will get more than that. But if you don't do maintenance well, you may lose something, because the money will not up to that. But people that do replacement, that do maintenance very well, that's what they see.
So he's saying that if you maintain the farm well, you can see up to 4 million naira. Me personally, I don't maintain my cassava farm. I can't lie for you. So the maximum I've seen for my own cassava, if it's 1 acre, is almost 2 million naira. The minimum you can see is 500,000 naira. So farming is very profitable, and the investment I used to put inside cassava is very small money. I don't think I spent up to 300,000 naira on cassava farming before. So but I was still see my money from it. So that's just the thing about cassava farming. It's like weed in a way. You plant it, you can forget about it, and you still grow. But he is saying that if you maintain it well, you are going to get more returns, and you can get up to double of the amounts that I may have mentioned. I don't know, but you can go on his page. If you want to attack him, go and attack him on his page.
I come like serious. That's what we do for
that question for his page.
You see my
don't be talk am. Don't be talk am.
I take you to my cassava land now.
Yes, I've seen the cassava. So that's the answer. It's not me that is saying that one. Pause. Did you know agric lands are very affordable? An acre of land is about 60% the size of a standard soccer field, or roughly the area of 16 tennis courts arranged together. You can get an acre for as cheap as $400 or 600,000 naira. Click the link in the description below to get yours now. So welcome. This is the new project that I'm going to be embarking on. As you can see behind me, we have approximately 3.5 acres that we'll be working with. You can see. So we've cleared it, and we're going to be planting corn. After planting corn, we're going to do some other things to it. We're going to be spraying, after spraying, weeding and other things. So I'll try to maintain this spot, so when I come, I can just roll through, so you can be seeing the updates every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. But this is going to be the first update. So we've cleared. That's the first step. If you can see it, if you see behind me, that bush, that is where the place was. So we've cleared, allowed it to dry small. As you can see, it's dry small. So we're planting actually in rainy season. This is May. This is the ending of May actually. This is the rainy season, thick rainy season. So it's going to take it's going to be very difficult to burn, because the leaves don't have time to dry. But what we're going to do this time is that we're going to just plant it anyway, then hope for the best, because we're trying to rush it. Let's just do this project now. I don't want to procrastinate the project to maybe next season. Next season is like August, September. Who knows what will happen? I'm trying to live morbid, so I'm going to do this project now. I promise you guys that I'm going to be planting on some acres or something of land. And our goal when we are done with this 3.5 to 4 acres, we're trying to make at least 2 point something million. That is, we're trying to make at least 2 million naira plus in the space of 3 to 4 months. That's what we're trying to do. So May, June, July, August. So by August, we're planning to harvest and make so and so amount. So stay tuned. I'll be giving you updates at least every 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, I'll just be showing you the differences. But for now, you can look at it, the grass, then you can see a bit. This is where we have cleared. So inside here, we planted some corn. There's some corn planted here. That's why that soil is a bit different from the others. So you see it, we planted some corn. So I'll be giving you updates, as I've said again, every 2 weeks, so that you can see the differences. Because it's every 2 weeks that I'll be doing something, let's say, significant on the farm. At least this first week now, we are going to try and spray, herbicide. Then in the next 2 weeks, that's when we start applying things that we'll use to nourish the soil for the plants to grow well. So stay tuned. This YouTube video will be long, but it's going to be worth your time, because I'm going to be showing you how to plant in a large scale farm in southwest Nigeria, Africa, over a period of time for 3 to 4 months. What we did, the challenges that we're facing, and everything. As you can see, we didn't fully clear everything. We still left some trees, because it's important. You need to have shade, you need to have shade sometimes. So you can see some few trees. If you see behind me, there are still some banana trees and some other trees there. So stay tuned. I will still give you a full tour, take you in, so that you can see everything. I will do that so that you can see everything, see how the farm is and stuff like that. But stay tuned. Enjoy. We'll allow these things to dry first before planting. But as you can see, this is the full view of what I'll be planting this year. At least you can see 2 acres, about 2 acres clearly from this. So, but when we go inside, behind these trees, you are seeing there's another 2.5 acres. So let's say almost 5 acres, sure. You understand? Well, we'll be concentrating mostly on these first 2 acres. What I'm about to say today may confuse or educate you. It just depends on how open your mind is. Now, someone asked this question. A simple answer to that question is that the profit margin between maize and cassava is almost the same thing. But you see, maize has a slightly different advantage. The advantage that maize has is that you can plant it twice in a year. But the disadvantage compared to cassava, the advantage compared to cassava is that cassava you can only plant it once in a year. So whereas maize is giving you maybe double your amount of investments in 3 months or 4 months, you can plant up to 2 times within a year. Cassava is only going to give you a return on investment once in a year. So that's like the major difference between it. I hope I stated this clearly. I just caught a crab after coming out from the water. Updates. This is 2 weeks. No, not 2 weeks. 28th of May, and we're currently 27th of June. So it's almost a month that we planted the corn. As you can see, the corn is growing, but there is stiff competition with weed. Like, the weed is not even giving the corn a chance to shine. See it. So my plan now is that I need to quickly weed. Yeah, I'm going to weed this in the next 2 days, because this weed, they are not giving my corn chance to grow at all. If I'm able to weed in the next 2 days, my corn is at a very fragile state. It will start to pick up. So I'm going to apply some sort of like fertilizer to make the corn robust. So once I'm done with that, I'm good for now. Then I can then come back and go ahead with the other phases. But for now, what I need to do immediately is weed, as you can see it. The corn is struggling massively with these weeds. So I need to buy as many, even if it's herbicide. I think it's herbicide, because if they start to weed this thing manually, it will affect the corn badly. You understand? The corn and the they may uproot most of the corns too with it. So I have to use herbicide, selective herbicide, post-emergence, that will, allow the corn to grow, but will kill every other thing that's around the corn. And also, as I'm doing this, I'm also watching out for insects. So I'll be showing you a mix that I'm going to create in order to deal with the insects. Because if you look at the farm, there will be some insects that will try to germinate. So I'll show you the combination of some things that will mix, then I'll tell them to come and spray it also on the farm for the insects. So if I'm done with that, I'm done with the first month. So in the next 2 weeks, I have to be here. In the next 2 weeks now, I have to be looking at in the next 6 to 8 weeks, sorry. So we are currently in the 3rd to 5th week. So let's say in the next 3 to 4 weeks, yeah, when it comes to start tasseling, I have to be here again to ensure that I'm doing the next phase, which is applying urea. So I have to get urea before then. But for now, I need to focus on weeding and applying fertilizer. Yes, weeding and applying fertilizer. This is the most fragile point of the corn. This is what will make you or mar you. If I'm able to do this right, I'm going to get good results. But if I don't do this right, the corn is going to fail woefully. And as you can see, it's a big plot of land. We're looking at least 2 acres. This is around 2 acres that we're looking at. 2 acres. I've not properly measured it now, and I don't think I have time to measure it. So let's just assume it's 2 acres of land. So my target before was a ton, but I'm going to increase that target to 2 tons because I'm increasing my initial investment for 500,000 naira to almost 700,000 naira because I want my maximum output. I'm not trying to limit the output. I want the maximum output. So I'll do everything I can at this phase, at this initial phase, monitoring and everything to maximize the profits that I'm going to get from the corn. Because I see that a lot of it germinated well. So right now I just need to ensure that I reduce the competition that weeds have with it. So I'll give you updates soon. Thank you. All right, so you see this question that you asked is a bit tricky because you need to understand the types of crop that you're using. There is no chemical that can work for both maize and cassava. Some people will tell you it can work. It can work, but it will kill some of your maize or it will kill some of your cassava. There's no one that can work for both of them. Why? Because cassava is a root crop. It's a root crop. It's a tuber crop. It grows under the ground. So if you're putting chemicals that are supposed to kill weeds before they grow, it will affect your cassava. But now maize is the one that it should grow, it should shoot up. Okay, you can say, oh, since maize are shoot up, you spray around. You know, there is no really chemical that will say that will work for both of them because one is a root crop, while the other one it grows up and brings out seeds. So there is a difference between both of them. So the best thing in that situation, you have to use manual weeding. But if you can't use manual weeding, what I used to use is that I plant another crop on it. I can plant sweet potato or something, cover crops or something that will just cover the top. I will not allow those weeds to grow so that my maize and my cassava can grow very, very, very well. So those ones are just like cover crop. But normally maize and cassava is good, but still I think it's better to use sweet potato and maize. Sweet potato and maize is a better combination because they work both hand in hand in preventing weeds, in preventing that weeds from coming out. Yeah, so that's my advice. So good day guys, good afternoon. Yes, afternoon right here on our farm, and this is an experiment that we're about to start. So essentially I'm going to be planting on 1 acre of land, and I want to maximize the profitability of this land. That is why I'm planting only 1 acre.